Hey viewers, it's ASG Tech. Here's another video. So this is a head off my daily CRV, and what happened was that I was getting a really bad number 3 misfire. I did a compression test and I got a really bad issue. I got a burnt exhaust valve, as you can see right there. Alright, luckily it did not do any damage to the head on the number 3 cylinder on the exhaust side. I was able to drive it home, but very slowly and not to drive it too much. So this was where the bad valve was. Luckily it didn't damage any of the seats or the valve seat in there. So it was good to go. As you can see, I started putting new valves. These are SuperTech valves. But I would like to show you that at waiting for the valves to come in, I actually did something. I actually poured and polished the intake and exhaust valves. They're real shiny. So the intake, they flow real well. I did not have to do much. You don't have to change the size of these ports. All you're trying to do when you're doing this is to remove that casting stubble, trying to really make it nice and smooth so there's good airflow going into the head and out the head. Also, I did the exhaust. I don't know if I can get a good view, but you can see there's very little casting stubble in those bowls, and they're also polished in the exhaust side. I don't know if I can get it around, but there you go, they are polished. So the way I did this was pretty easy. So a small couple tools. You need a dremel, a typical dremel, nothing much. It's a corded dremel, not a cordless. I also got a $20 kit from Harbor Freight. Okay, so it's $20. A lot of the accessories and bits you need, but I only used the one. Is this polishing stone right here. So you got this whole set for polishing. These are actually polishing stones, and it did majority of the work. Okay, and that bit actually removed that casting stubble. You're not doing a lot in these ports. You're just trying to move all the bumps out of it and then trying to smooth it out. So once you got all the casting stubble out, the next thing was to get a 320 grit buffing pad that goes in the Dremel. Hopefully pop it up in here. So you're going to use one of these, a 320 grit throughout the ports. This will start smoothing everything out in those ports. And if you want to get it really shiny, you go ahead, roll this up really tight. This is 600 grit DA sanding pads. You just keep roll it real tight, and you're just gonna manually sand each one with your finger and just start going in each crevices. All right. So when you're using your Dremel, be careful when you do this. All right. The biggest part is not to grind your seat. This seat. You can tell the difference between aluminum and the hardened steel. Do not grind that seat, alright? Oh, remember, you're just trying to smooth out that casting of the head. Alright? You're not changing the whole design, you're just trying to smooth things out. So I'm only doing this for fuel efficiency because I'm only getting like 18 to 20 miles to a gallon on the CRV. Hopefully this helps out. I'm not saying it's going to do something significant, but I'm giving it a shot. So if you have any questions, concerns, or any other tips and tricks of how to do a B series or B20 head port and polishing, this is really basic polishing and to keep the fuel efficiency better. This is another video. I'm going to start rebuilding this head this weekend. I got to lap all the valves. and start assembling. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, go ahead and leave something down in the comment section so I can answer it. We're going to start rebuilding this. Hopefully we get better efficiency out of this head. Alright, ASG Tech.